Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are at the Frequency of Abundance group. We are here. I am your host with the most, 𝗦𝘂𝘀𝗃𝗃. Today, on one of our captivating 7-day-a-week talks, we're here every single day, Monday to Friday. We are on at 9 a.m. Eastern. On the weekend to let you sleep in, we are here at 1 in the afternoon, just so you get a chance to relax a bit. We will be talking about every topic you can cover, inner and outer personal development, as well as professional development and for your business. We're now in season 3, happily deep into season 3. And in season 1, we really did an inner working on ourselves. In season 2, we focused on relationships and the way that we interacted with others, personal, professional, all the above, clients, family, teammates, employees, you name it. And now in season 3, we're really focusing on your business aspect. So this week has been a power-packed week. If you joined us just now, this is Triumphant Thursdays. Yeah, it's pretty, wow. Okay, so the whole week so far was starting on Monday. We had Motivational Mondays, and that was the online coaching boom. Now's the best time to build your brand. We had Triumphant Tuesdays, your ideal client blueprint, how to attract the right people effortlessly. Wednesday, Winning Wednesday, that was awesome. That was magnetic messaging, crafting an offer that sells itself. And you missed that, you should tune in. And as a matter of fact, you can catch any of these over at the Frequency of Abundance group. It's free. I made it available for everybody. It's on LinkedIn. Just literally type the Frequency of Abundance, click on groups, boopity boop, you're there. We're the only ones. I'll put it in the chat in a minute so that you have contact links and you can just reach out and book a one-on-one. You can reach out, join the group, whatever serves you. Now, today, Triumphant Thursday, we're looking at from passion to profit. The 5 must-have systems for success. That's today. Tomorrow on Fearless Friday, we got scaling without burnout, smart time, and energy management for coaches. We're looking at Saturday, beautiful, successful Saturday, the power of storytelling, how to build a brand that people love. And on Soaring Sunday, I let you end the week with mastering your niche so that you really stand out, get noticed, and get paid. That's this week. That's the fun. That's the Frequency of Abundance. If you're wondering how we're able to do all of that fun stuff, I can tell you it's because Allura Creative Agency is a incredibly generous supporter and sponsor of the show. So what they're able to do, Allura Creative is the only not-for-profit public relations firm in the world. They handpick the clients that they work with. They shine a huge spotlight and do executive retreats and events on them so that only their incredible C-suite whales of clients come and show up and get delighted and book a one-on-one with them. So if you're hunting the big ones, if you're hunting the executives, the C-suite, the leaders, reach out to us. We absolutely have a very proprietary, unique way to do that, which gets results like nobody else can. If you're looking on a personal level, I've been an elite energy coach for about 30 years. So I've been focusing from Cirque du Soleil acrobats, Olympians, national sports teams, 15,000 people going through my hands in the last 3 decades, and a couple best-selling books on energy management, thrown in there for fun. So if there's anything on a personal level, if you're already somebody identifying at 9 out of 10, personally and professionally, reach out. We can have the conversation. I'll show you what 9.1, 9.2 looks like. It's a world of difference, especially when you're at that level already. So, personally, professionally, if you wanted to come on the show, here, I'll put some contact in the chat. We would love to have you. We'd love to have your passion project go out to the world. So if we can interview you, come on in. If you want to join the free group over on LinkedIn, you got the contact in the chat. If you want to join our private paid community, it's tens of dollars a month, but it's quite a difference with support, with up systems, with so many different ways to make sure that you feel like the tide raises all boats and you have that support with the community. It's wonderful. Any of these things that can help you out on your business, personally, professionally, we're not for profit for a reason. We wanted to help. So reach out, see what we can do. And one of the biggest things that we can do is now, halfway through season 3, Greek mountain tea. I know I got to get those guys to endorse me. I plug them every day. I'm not paid. It's not sponsored. So one of the cool things that we can do is give away this incredible knowledge and wisdom. The reason I give my background is so you quantify and qualify why I'm the one talking. I've been doing this since the pandemic for over about 500 people. Well, and before then for about 15,000 people, I was an elite energy coach. Well, That's why I'm confident enough to give this advice that you can go out and utilize immediately. Every single one of these talks isn't some guy chatty Cathy. It's action items, it's tidbits, it's nuggets of wisdom. It's things that you can use immediately. They're proper, bring a pen and paper. You got homework, you got exercises. I can't do this to you. Only you can do this to you. I can help, I can guide. I can give you some tools to make it a little bit easier and faster for you. That's about it. The rest is on you. But the joy is you get all the good feels. The rest is on you. Now, from passion to profit, these are your 5 must-have systems for success. I'm going to list all 5 for you, just so that you have a framework. Normally I start on number 1 and we go right through, but I want you to have a scope today, okay? And so you know, as always, if you're here and you have a question, comment, want to send some love, give a thumbs up, a fingers, a heart emoji, whatever you want. Give a comment, the algorithm loves you, and it loves us because of that. And this can basically just get spread out to help more people. It's the joy. So thank you for helping. System number 1, vision and goal setting system. System number 2, productivity and time management system. System number 3, marketing and sales system. System number 4, financial management system. System number 5, client fulfillment and retention system. These are the 5 systems we're going to be covering today. Now, each one of those may sound obvious and logical and like, well, yeah, you need those or you don't have a business. I'm like, I know. But what we're going to do is very quickly, very high level, rip apart each of them, just so that you have the actionable intelligence and something you can take away from. So, number 1, vision and goal setting system. A dream without a plan is just a wish, right? It's a great quote. It's a little nugget of wisdom for you. A dream without a plan is just a wish. 90% of successful entrepreneurs have a clear written goal. Some of them keep it in front of them so they can always see it, so they can revise it, so it's a living document. As you live and breathe and grow, so should your goals. So your exercise would be, have yourself a clarity session. Take 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. Find the 5 minutes writing down your long-term vision. And then we get to break that up into quarterly, yearly, monthly goals. So let's say you were looking at long-term vision. I want a company that has 8 figures in revenue. Perfect. We break that down. Do we ramp up into that? Do we take that apart evenly and divide by 4, 5, 6, 7 years? Look at those goals. See how that works. So an action item for you, besides that 5 minutes writing down your long-term vision, identify your top 3 goals, just 3, that are going to move the business forward this month. So we did a big long-term vision. Now I need you to give me 3 things. You only got a couple of weeks left. Give me 3 things that are going to move the needle and push the business forward this month. That's vision and goal setting. That's it. It's not a lot of, oh wow, mind-blowing concept. No, it's do it. That's the mind-blowing part. The fact that you're not doing it. So do it. It'll change everything. Number 2. System number 2 is productivity and time management system. We all know, work harder, not smarter. Okay. But if you're looking at being intelligent and blocking time for specific activities, duties, chores, whatever it is that you want to look at it as. Let's say I keep getting interrupted with these stupid emails. I'm like, great, so set an hour from 11 to 12 every day is when I answer emails. Let people know. Let them know that they get an auto reply. Hi, I'll be checking emails from 10 to 11 Eastern. People go, okay. Unless it's urgent, they'll reach out to you another way or they'll send another one or something. Don't worry about that. The vast majority of the time, it isn't urgent. You know that. So just set that 1 hour aside for emails. This is time blocking. It boosts productivity up to 80%. That's huge. That means that if you just compartmentalize your day and your time and your energy and your activities, you're going to be so much more productive. Kind of like an assembly line. You know what I mean? Can't do it all together all at once. Can't have 17 people all moving and making that car at the same time. But you can have 70 people spread out. And it gets done better and faster. Time blocking. So let's do a time audit. Let's track your activities for 1 week. See where your time goes. I'm certain you will be surprised at least once. Where your attention goes is where your energy flows. Where your attention goes is where your energy flows. So 1 week, do a time audit and take a look and let's see where your energy goes. Reach out to me, reach out to a friend. Be brave, post it. Post it on the interwebs. Let the world know what you are up to. It's quite fun. When other people, and I've had this personally happen in the last couple weeks, I'd say right around season 2, seemed to hit a critical mass and a tipping point, and I started meeting people that knew who I was because of this show. I was blown away. Not because of me and the background I've been doing and talking about for the last 20 plus. Nope. No. This. Internationally. And I was like, neat. So there's so many eyes on you, watching you and what you're doing. Whether you know it or not, whether they like, comment, or share or not, that's why I invite people to do it. That is the challenge. For you to feel here in the moment, surrounded by everyone, even though you can see no one. Feel that. So we've looked at getting your vision and goal setting. We've looked at now productivity and time management, but let's go deeper in it. Let's go past the time blocking boosts. Let's go past that 1 week activity track where we're doing a time audit. Let's implement the power hour method, right? When we talked about earlier, dedicating 1 hour daily to focus on your highest impact task. I talked about your most menial chore. Oh God, I don't want to do emails. Great, block an hour and move on. This is the same, but instead of the most useless stuff that you do all day, the most impactful. You got 1 power item for 1 power hour dedicated to your highest impact task. That's system 2. That's productivity and time management system. Any questions? And everybody with me so far? Awesome sauce. If you're just tuning in now, congratulations, you're still in the good stuff. We're about halfway down and we're going through remarkable systems, the 5 must-have systems, to go from, my dream and my idea and your part-time, thought and wish to proper, right? From my passion project to my profit, my hobby to my business. So in there, we're going through vision and goal setting. We just covered productivity and time management system. For system number 3, if you remember, it's marketing and sales. So in your marketing and sales system, you know that people aren't buying products, they're buying solutions, right? We talked about that yesterday. We're past that stage where they're buying you. They like you, and that's great, and that helps make a decision, but they're buying solutions. Not features, not benefits, solutions. So it's a new way to sell. It's a new way to explore the dynamic relationship between people, what they want, what they're prepared to give you for what they get. You're in that mix. We all are, right? 73%, I think, was the number I'd heard of customers say customer experience influences their buying decision. So coming into, a store and having a horrible customer experience, there's a very good, 3/4 of a chance out of the full chance that I'm just going to leave and be like, nope. Versus I go in and I have a wonderful experience. There's a 3/4 of a chance, 73%, that I'm going to leave and tell 7 friends. And they're going to love telling them because it's awesome. That's why they say, you love the thing, you tell 2, 3 friends. You hate it, you tell 11. So don't upset your clients or potential prospective clients. It's bad for business. In marketing and sales, if we're looking to really specify what's up, we need our ideal client avatar. So write down a detailed description of your ideal client, their needs, their desires, their pain points. That is going to help you start to see what are some of the problems, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you when you're coming at them solution-based selling. So if this is something that's challenging you, Bob, because I work with other people that do similar things and may have experienced something similar, let me know. It's something I can help with. I've done it before for others. Oh, wow. And so you don't have to have them open up and get all transparent and embarrassed about it, but just hinting that you're familiar without going too deep and that you have experience. That specialization equals authority. So that's wonderfully calming to people, to let them go, okay, he's got me. That's awesome. Now, ideal client avatar. Let's write down that detailed description, needs, desires, pain points. Use it to illustrate and craft that solution set. And let's take this as an action item. Let's create a simple, I don't want to call it a funnel. I think this is so far beyond funnels and tunnels and buckets and all the silly nonsense. If we don't want to be elementary, if we want to properly give service to this, you need an ecosystem. And that's something we do at Allura, and it's something that we do at the Frequency of Abundance, so that you're surrounded and supported. Now, if you did want to look at a simple sales funnel, let's look at awareness, arrow, interest, arrow, desire, arrow, action. Awareness, interest, desire, action. Are they aware of your product? That goes back to your marketing. Are they interested in your product? That goes back to you knowing you're offering them a solution and presenting it as such. Is there a desire to buy your product? If you can show them that what they get from it outweighs what they leave, i.e. the money, then yes. And then the action. Are you making it easy for them to buy? So identify one way to attract leads at each stage. What are you doing right now that you can increase for awareness, for interest, for desire, and for action? If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you're not quite clear, reach out. I can help. Numero 4, financial management system. You know, as hard as it is to become a successful online coach, especially for years, and to do it to a level that you have hundreds of clients that are happy and satisfied and raving fans all over the internet, there's still a huge possibility of failure, even if you're doing all of that right, if you're not managing your money right. So important. So let's focus on this as a, oh yeah, I did those other things first. I got some clients, I made some money, now what? Financial management, now what? So you can't manage what you don't measure. And if you're not sure how much money you're making, how much money you're spending, that's the big ones. You're not going to be in business very long. Let's go deeper into, what's an average lifetime value to a client? How much churn do you have in people leaving? When you calculate your monthly recurring revenue, are you calculating those things in? And. So you can't measure. Well, you can't manage what you can't measure, right? So measure. It'll give you data, and you need all that data. Now, businesses that are going to regularly review their financials, they stay statistically 1.5 times more likely to grow. You're going to see the holes, you're going to see the inefficiencies, the ineffectiveness, you're going to see the areas in your business where you're like, review your financials regularly, 1.5 times more likely to grow. Isn't that fun? Don't you want to grow? I do. So here's your exercise. I'd like to do a cash flow snapshot. List all your sources of income and expenses. Calculate your net profit. Literally, you can't do less than that. You have to start there. In, out, equal sign. That's it. That'll be the base. Start there. As an action item, you might want to consider setting up a system to review your financials weekly, so you can track your expenses, your revenue, and really paint a picture of profitability. I find it hilarious when people talk only about revenue. In most businesses, especially online coaching, almost completely irrelevant. Meaningless, nonsensical, categorically of almost no value whatsoever. So how does that work? Okay. I made $80,000 last month. Wow. Does that mean that I'm going to make $80,000 this month? Does that mean that I made $80,000 the month before? Does that mean that I'm going to continue? And that if I multiply this out times 12, I make $96,000 a year? Am I tracking to that? A lot of weird ways to play with the numbers, huh? How do you know these aren't vanity numbers? How do you know they're actually true or meaning something? Well, you have to give them meaning. You have to give them a certain value. And that's why we have weighted averages. So certain things have more weight than others. And financially, it's so important to do that. So that if you're looking at income coming in, you're looking at expenses and profitability going out, that's great. Profit is the only decider. If somebody tells me I make $80,000 last month or this month, or I make $80,000 a month, it doesn't tell me anything about their business. What if they spend 90? Just as simple as that, right? Like, how much you make is nothing. How much you put in your pocket is everything. And so if you were to say, well, this from the guy who's a non-for-profit, how the heck do you know about this? I'm like, I have to know more than others. For-profit's easy. You make it, you tax, you put it in the pocket, you're done. This is considerably harder. Can't keep it. Got to reinvest back in systems and teams, got to constantly grow. It's a different challenge in its own unique way. Now, in that scope, don't worry about revenue. Worry about profitability. Because while you can always increase revenue, i.e. get more clients, that doesn't fundamentally increase profitability in any way, shape, or form. And profitability is the only thing that works, right? So $80,000 comes in this month, $78,000 goes out, and you don't have enough to live. Uh-oh. Or you do, but it just doesn't make sense. You're living on $2,000 a month when you make 80. Not doing this right. So don't worry about your revenue. Worry about your profitability. Once you've found something that is profitable and you've turned that profitable key on, then you scale. Because then you can just, like I said, i.e. add another client. And adding another client when you're already that profitable. Because then you can hire more people, more systems, more teams. Ta-da! And it all grows. And that's what makes it truly, truly different. So, list all your sources, income, expenses, do the cash flow snapshot, calculate your net profit. Then set up a system to review your financials weekly. Make that difference for yourself. And lastly, thank you for staying so long. You've come to system number 5, the client fulfillment and retention system. Now you figured out how to set the goals. Now you figured out how to do the marketing and get the clients. Now you figured out how to make sure that you manage your money and your time so that you're productive enough to keep the clients. And now you've got enough to make sure everyone's satisfied and working. And all of this is nothing if you're not satisfying the clients, if you're not keeping them. So client fulfillment and retention system, number 5. Your nugget of wisdom is that it's cheaper to keep a client than to get a new one. And it's much cheaper to keep a client happy than to get a new one. Fundamentally, mathematically. So your tidbit is increasing customer retention, even by like 5%. You can boost your profits from 25 to 95%, depending on how few clients you have and how profitable you are with them. Just 5%. You got 20 clients, that's great. 10% of 20 is 2, 5%, 1. Oh, okay. What are you going to do with that one client? Well, imagine keeping that client that pays you the $2,000 a month compared to losing it. You're like, that's true. Like, yeah. So keep them happy. Makes a big difference compared to the time and energy and money you're going to have to spend to go out and get a new one. The money that you're going to lose in the meantime. And the frustration. The energetic, So keeping the lights on and the doors open, not fun. Get your business past that stage as soon as humanly possible. And then we can have these first world problems and talk about client fulfillment and retention systems, right? So let's look at a feedback loop. Let's ask current clients. Let's ask your current clients what they love about your service, where you can improve. Now, if they tell you verbally, oh, I love everything you do, Kathy, it's amazing. In terms of improvement, no, nothing. I think it's great. Wonderful, John. Thank you so much. Would it be too much to ask you to put that in a quick 30-second or 1-minute video? And that way I can put you up on my website. Thank you for being an incredible customer. Maybe send some traffic back your way as well. Oh, sure, I'd love to do that, Kathy. No problem. If they do say, I love the service. Here's a couple things I would change and definitely would be an improvement. Take notes. And then say, John, would it be too much to ask if I was able to fix those things? And thank you so much for giving me some thoughts and ways and ideas to improve. If I could improve those, would it be too much to ask you to spend 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and put together a quick video so that I can put it on there, show people what an amazing client you are, make sure that people understand how it is, and then I'll blast you on the interwebs and direct traffic. That way we can tag you as well. Oh, you know what, Kathy? Absolutely. You don't have to fix those things. If we can fix that while we're working together in time, that's fine. I don't mind giving you a testimonial right now. You never know how these things go. You have to ask. So ask your current clients what they love about your service, where they can improve. If you're getting good feedback, get that testimonial. Ask for it. Written, video, audio, something. If they feel uncomfortable just going, hi, I'm Kathy's client, and she's great, ask if they're uncomfortable with that, maybe to do a quick 1-minute video interview where you, Kathy, sit in front of John, or you're both on Zoom in the new world, and you go, John, thank you so much for being my client. I absolutely love working with you. You're exactly what I'm looking for. Smart, bright, dedicated, interested. You're amazing. Ideal client. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You guys are an incredible service provider. You guys are on time, under budget. You're amazing. You're quick. You're easy. Your customer service is wonderful. Snip. That 30 seconds is invaluable. Two genuine people talking and complimenting each other. Everyone wants to hear and see that. It's huge. Not as big as cat videos or people falling down. That's just human nature. But it's huge. So I want you to ask your current clients what they love about your service, where they can improve. If you get a chance to fandangle a testimonial, do it. Be smart. Your action item on this would be to implement a follow-up sequence to nurture existing clients. Remember we talked about how much easier it is to keep them happy? So, emails, thank you notes, loyalty rewards cards, bonuses, a simple birthday and New Year's wish. Anything, right? Christmas, you name it. Keep them top of mind, and they'll keep you top of mind, and they'll talk about you well to others. If we thought that keeping a client is a good idea, much less getting a new one, the best idea is keeping a client so damn happy they talk about you, and that's how you get a new client. That's better than costing you time and money and energy for, advertising or networking events or whatever you do to get clients. That's better because it's so much quicker and easier. Not just in the conversation, that conversion conversation is a joke. They're ready to buy. They're ready to work, right? The sale and convincing them, that's like pregnancy. It's important. It's critical. But the real parenting begins after. So when they become a client, that's when the work begins. That's when the good stuff happens. That's when it really changes up. Don't focus too much on that gestation period. It's important, but this is weighted average, more important. Now, you've heard client fulfillment retention system, financial management system, marketing and sales system, productivity and time management system, vision and goal setting system. Pop it in the chat. Reach out to me. You've got my contact info. Let me know which one resonated the most with you. Let me know which one you're having the hardest time or struggling with. Let me know which one you got covered. And if you got them all covered, please reach out to me. I'd like to have you on the show. I'd like to have you on the show if you wanted to talk about anything that is a passion project for you. I'd like to have you on the show if it makes sense to spread to our audience and help them. We've got about 15,000 people around the world just based on me. And if you could bring your people in, my goodness. Big up. The tide raises all boats. That would be huge. That would be wonderful. What a blessing. Anything that I can do personally as an elite energy coach, as a frequency of abundance a curator and the host with the most here, let me know. Anything that we can do professionally as founder of Allura Creative Agency, your one-stop place to blow a dog whistle and go hunt whales. That's the uniqueness that we could really, really show a handful of people here and there. All around the world. But those handful of people are your whales. And they would be delighted to work with you. So if anything resonates and can come and be personal assistance to you, please reach out. Bring a friend. Come on by. Say hi. Now, we'll close with let's look at what you can gain, right? Nugget of wisdom would be systems don't fail, people do. You work the system works if you work the system. Systems don't fail, people do. So build the system, and it'll build your business. You want to literally be a process. A business process means you can leave for 6 months, come back. Not only is the business still there, it's actually a little bit better probably. You weren't in the way. Yeah, that's what we're building, that system. So action item would be choose one system, just one, because it's hard to do more. Choose one system to implement or improve this week. That's it. I want you to have the time and space to be in the moment and aware, so that those incredible opportunities that are coming by all around you, a million times a second, are available for you. So look at the ability for our minds to only handle that one thought at a time. Look at us being able to process about 10 bits of information a second, compared to the 1 billion bits of information per second that we're aware of. We're aware of 1 billion bits, and we can focus on 10. It's like going to the bank and you got $1 billion in the bank and you can only get $10 at a time. One transaction at a time. That's the way we're wired. That's how we think. So, knowing that, pick a system. One, either implement it or improve it if you already have it. I want you to have more engagement, right? I want you to share your progress on social media. Tag me. I'll be your accountability buddy. Let's see where we can come from, where we can really go in and change the nature of the conversation, where we're going, what we're doing, who we can touch, and who we can help. So, if you've been here all this time, thank you so much. We are wrapping it up for From Passion to Profit, the 5 must-have systems for success. Thank you for that triumphant Thursday. Now, scaling for burnout, let me rephrase that. Scaling without burnout, much better. Smart time and energy management for coaches, that is tomorrow on Fearless Friday. Saturday is going to have us on our Successful Saturday, Power of Storytelling, how to build a brand that people love. And letting you go on the weekend, 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern. That's when we're going live on Soaring Sundays, Mastering Your Niche. Stand out, get noticed, get paid. So, Season 3, Monday to Friday, we are here, 9 a.m. Eastern. We're starting earlier. If you notice, it used to be 10. Thank you for pointing it out. Now, I know that you guys have so much to do. I'm going to let you go get back to it. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to have so much fun. And if you need anything, if we can help in any way, shape, or form, personally or professionally, reach out. I'd love to say hi. I wish you all the best. I will see you tomorrow.